Hey YouTube, it's Grace, and in this week's video I'm going to be giving you 10 of my best tips for avoiding creative burnout. Burnout is something that pretty much every single artist, myself included, has experienced at least once in their life, so I did a little research and I thought back to my own personal experiences. So I've compiled the ones that I think are important for every artist to know. So starting off with number 1 is to separate your living space from your working space. This is actually something I learned from a therapist in the past year, and I know that not everybody has enough space to spread out, but if you're able to, I would highly recommend it. It has helped me so much in the past few months. I switched from doing all of my work in my bedroom to doing it in my basement. I kind of fixed up this room. If you've been following my channel, you might know that. Tip number 2 is to never stop trying and learning new things. I think one of the easiest ways you can burn yourself out is by doing the same thing over and over and over again and not branching out. If you look at my channel, you might just see Minecraft art, but behind the scenes I'm doing a lot of other things as well. I do drawing, I do photography, I do video stuff obviously for social media, and it's been really helpful for me to be able to switch between creative outlets, so that way if I get a little bit tired of one, I always have those other ones available. I understand for some people that trying something new might be a little bit scary or intimidating at first, but trying new things and learning new things all the time is a great way to avoid burnout and keep yourself inspired. Tip number 3 is to collaborate with other artists. This kind of goes along with tip number 2 in that when you work with someone else, you're likely going to be doing something that's not exactly what you've been doing before. I did a few collabs this past year, and one of them was pixel art, one of them wasn't. I specialize in pixel art, so doing other things is a little bit outside the box for me, but it was really fun and I learned a lot, and it was really inspiring to see what those other artists were doing with those similar concepts and ideas, and really refreshing to try something new. Number 4 is don't force yourself to stick to a schedule that you can't realistically maintain. A lot of the videos I've seen in the past few years of people giving advice for how artists should grow on social media, post 3 times a day, respond to all your comments, respond to all your messages. And for a lot of people that just isn't maintainable, and if they try to, they're just going to end up burning themselves out. So in my opinion, I think it's better if you focus on doing what you enjoy and creating quality art or quality content, even if you aren't posting things online. So if you can only really commit to posting something or making something once a week or once a month, it's better to do that than to force yourself to create and create and create and burn out and then inevitably hate what you're trying to pursue. Number 5 is to take breaks when needed. And this kind of goes along with number 4 as well. In my opinion, it's better for you to be punished by social media algorithms a little bit for not posting as much as they want you to than to actually end up hating your creative outlets. So if you feel like you're not inspired and you're burnt out and you're exhausted, then take a break. Number 6 is when you're just starting out, you should set smaller and more realistic goals. Now, I feel like everybody has dreamed since they were a kid of oh, what if I was a famous YouTuber, I had 1 million subscribers, or oh, what if I was a famous artist and I had my art in all these different galleries. Now, that's awesome and having those goals is amazing, but just starting out probably going to feel very overwhelming very fast. Number 7 kind of goes along with that, which is reward yourself and celebrate milestones and be proud of what you have accomplished. Even if it's completing 1 art collab or making 1 piece of art or getting to 50 followers. No matter what your goal is, you should celebrate yourself and feel proud of what you've done. So take yourself out for some ice cream or some coffee or meet up with a friend and celebrate it because you deserve it. Tip number 8 is don't compare yourself to others. Now, it's one thing to be following other artists who do similar work to you and feeling inspired by them. It's another thing to constantly be wondering, hey, is this person better than me? Or, oh, my art is bad because this person can do it better. We don't want any negativity in 2024, so don't compare yourself to others, just do what makes you happy, and remember that every artist moves at their own pace and improves at their own pace, and it's not a race. Everyone's their own person, we're all different. So the most important thing you can do is make art that is fulfilling and important to you. Tip number 9 is don't hesitate to sit back and instead of creating content all the time, consume it. Take inspiration from other artists, comment on their posts, share their posts, hype them up. If you see something that somebody else is doing that you really enjoy, let them know. Obviously, if you're going to use somebody's idea, give them credit or at least get permission before you do that. But a lot of us creative people tend to spend so much time making things that we might run out of ideas or get burnt out. So it's okay to relax a bit and watch other people's content. And lastly, tip number 10 is to remind yourself why you do what you do. Whether you want to send a message or bring people together, or you're just using art as a creative outlet, that should be like the core of what you're doing. If you allow yourself to get too caught up in algorithms or comparing yourself to others, ultimately you're going to lose passion for what you're doing and it's no longer going to be enjoyable. So take a step back. You can like write down things if you want. Journaling can be helpful for some people, but really think about what messages you're trying to send or what your ultimate goal is with creating art. And that just about concludes this video. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you would like to see any of the art that I have made, then check out my Instagram, my TikTok. I have tons of pictures and videos of my art on there. Hopefully this video was inspiring or helpful to some of you, but I will hopefully see you in my next one. Bye!